Hey everybody, thanks again for following and liking my channel. I really appreciate it. Today, some things I wanted to talk about is, so many different things going on in the world and so many different changes and some things that you could do for yourself right now. Just because in the next 7 years, it's going to be very difficult to get a hold of assets and to get a hold of things that are going to be in your name. So the best way to start thinking about this is like, go and start an LLC right now. And I know what you're thinking, you like, oh man, I got to start a business. I got to put money into something. You actually don't have to put money into something. What people don't really realize about an LLC is that it's a limited liability insurance company that allows you to leverage using that business entity to purchase properties, to use credit cards, to get a line of business credit, to purchase large amounts, to take out large amounts of loans. There's all kinds of things you can do. Getting a net 30 account to increase your business credit score, to increase your credit line through whatever bank. So once you set up that LLC, you then go get a business bank account, and then you'll get an EIN number. And when you set up that business bank account, your EIN will pretty much be your social security number for your business. So now this is where you're going to put all your credit cards. You can put your car under this business. I personally write my car off, write my mortgage off. I write everything off under my business as a business expense. Anytime I travel with my family, myself, I always write it off as a business expense and make sure that I do some form of business of some kind while I'm where I'm at, or while I'm going on vacation, or to have that tax write-off. Now, the reason I share with you about the tax write-off is in not having to actually sell or purchase or have anything under your business. The easiest way for you to have this tax write-off is to say what service or product or whatever you were looking to provide. Meaning you could start something as simple as a painting business that just goes and spray paints people's actual addresses from on the curb. So something as simple as that, you could say you do that 2 or 3 times a year and it makes X amount of dollars. If you run your business out of your house, that's also another benefit to being able to write off your tax or your rent to see a return, especially if you don't make any money. Now, the good thing about when you start a small business is, what most people don't know is if you have an LLC, you can actually get a minimum up to $25,000 depending on credit, but also depending on the credit of the actual business. So this is where you want to get that net 30 account and actually work to get those net 30 account credit scores up. And once those credit scores are up, this is how a lot of rich people are getting rich very fast. A few of my friends who sell real estate and have commercial businesses and actually have a couple Airbnb businesses and other different kinds of businesses, they've actually shared with me the ways that they've leveraged more capital over time using these assets, taking out larger loans to then have more money to leverage towards more investments. So that's really the key to what everyone should be thinking about, just even within the next year, or just within the next 4 years. You should be trying to start some form of LLC. And like I said, you don't have to be gun-ho trying to get it going to the point where you're running a full-fledged business, because what most people don't understand is something as simple as starting an LLC, having an EIN, and then having in liability insurance, something as simple as finding somebody who can co-host Airbnb, or if you have a parent or a friend or somebody who has an extra property, like a apartment complex that they own a couple different units, or an actual townhouse or house, you can actually have them co-host with you, put it under your LLC. Now you're having a legitimate business that you're just running on the side as an Airbnb co-hosting. And what then you can do is then leverage more of the opportunity of how you're getting those leads and what you're getting them from. And then, that's when you want to think about the important part of, as you're growing your life and you're literally leveraging this money, don't go crazy with the money and use the line of credit for the wrong things. Like, don't go buy any jewelry, don't go buy any cars, or don't go buy clothes. If you get the line of credit, you want to be very smart and diligent with how and what you're going to spend it on, because it's going to literally determine what your next investment can be and should be and will be for you. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. As I mentioned, today was just one of those days where I wanted to come in and share just a little bit of advice about what I'm doing and some of the things that some of my friends are doing that have kind of helped me move forward in my life. And I'm hoping that this video was helpful. Again, like and subscribe, leave some comments, tell me, share with your family and friends. Be sure to use this to motivate yourself to get it going, because only you can really make things happen unless you choose not to make things happen. And right now, the way the government is running things and the way things are being set up, for us as individuals, it will be in everyone's best interest to learn not only how to get a business going, but what it takes in order to get taxation-free money for running a business. And again, if you don't know about these things, you should go look them up. Go look up how to get an S corp after you get a limited liability insurance, and then use that limited liability insurance company to then go leverage a whole life policy. So go look into the whole life S corp limited liability and just think about how you're going to leverage something simple like that to improve your life in the next couple years to come. So again, like and subscribe, share with your family and friends. Hopefully this information is helpful. Hopefully this will give you guys some insight to where you can just even start. And like I said, the first places to start is just creating that LLC. And then I'll be having videos after this kind of describing and going over what I've been doing and things that how I got started, because I want you guys to learn from my mistakes, not make the same mistakes as I did, because I've made a lot of mistakes with my business and to start losing a ton of money, making a lot of money, but then also understanding too, you know, the different ways that I need to continue to develop myself in order to grow not only my business, but what my family and my future should see fit for me. So again, like and subscribe, share with your family members. We'll see y'all soon.